somebody had been using my card. Why do women put so many chemicals on their face? Their hair done, nails done, tan, not normal life. When the trend died, I felt so embarrassed wearing my hydro flask. Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. If you're new here, my name is Mai. I'm a Christian wife and mom to 2 boys. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of the no buy list videos going around. I think it was like popularized at the beginning of 2026. It's very interesting, and I wanted to make my own no buy list as a Christian mom. Also, this lighting is a little bit weird. As you can see, it's backlit. My husband and I recently got these 2 chairs in the background, and super cute here, so but not the most ideal for lighting. Anyways, all that to say, I just liked this background. This is not an extensive list. I'm going to be listing things that I used to once spend a lot of money on, and now as I'm maturing, growing, mom to 2 kids, we are a 1-income household, things that I don't really spend money on anymore. Like, it's really not of importance to me anymore to where I want to spend money on that. If you do spend money on any of these things that I listed, it is not to shame you. It's very curated towards me. And I see people who buy a ton of designer handbags. Someone who likes collecting Labubus. Am I pronouncing it right? Sorry if I'm butchering that, but I think that is so weird. It's something that I would not spend my money on. That same person who buys those things, they could look at me with my home decor purchases and think that why would you buy so much home decor, you know? So we all have our own little things that we like spending money on. Anyways, that's the point that I'm trying to make. Number 1 is coffee and lattes out and about, because my husband bought me a very expensive coffee machine that can also do espresso, cold brews, it can make cold foam. I love making my own coffees. If you go to, I'm just gonna say Starbucks because I used to work there as a teenager, the syrups have lots of ingredients in there, and I'm able to cut out a lot of that stuff with just using vanilla extract, for example. Able to cut out a lot of junk with making my own coffee. There's literally no reason for me to go out and get a coffee. I have my own machine that I wanted so badly. If I go to a different state, and obviously I'm not going to bring my coffee machine with me, those certain exceptions, it's okay to go out to a coffee shop, but this coffee machine has been an amazing purchase because we go to cafes way less often, and I know it's a vibe, it's a cozy vibe to go to a cafe, but drinks are getting so expensive. It's insane. Like $8 for a latte. I'm very thankful for my coffee machine. Number 2, impulse clothes buying. My husband and I, we love browsing TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, Home Goods to look at the home decor because we really like looking at home decor. But the thing is, in TJ Maxx, they also sell clothes. I'll see a shirt or something, a dress that looks really cute, I'll get it. I would go thrifting. Yes, I found some gems, but a ton of them I actually never really reach for. I want to stop that impulse buying. I was decluttering my closet about a month ago. I was disgusted by the amount of clothes that I had. Not that I even have a ton, but part of the reason why I've acquired so much clothes is that as a teenager, you're going through high school and thought it was cool to have my closet filled to the brim with clothes. I see my closet and decluttering all these clothes that I don't wear anymore with my style shift as well, wanting to wear more modest, more mature clothes. A lot of these I don't even grab anymore. It was atrocious, and that made me really rethink about my whole mindset with buying clothes. When I do buy clothes from now on, I want it to be something that I really, really love. If it's polyester, I'm not going to be paying an arm and a leg for it. Not that I won't wear polyester ever again, but I just like how the natural fiber looks. And I know there's different health stuff. Polyester messes with hormones, which I don't know the most about with buying clothes in the future, I want to sit with it in my brain, let it marinate. Do I actually want this? And if it's still in my brain that yes, I really want that piece, then I can go ahead and get it. So that way it's not an impulse buy where I'm gonna regret it later on. It's been sitting with me, delayed gratification, and if I'm still thinking about it, still wanting that piece, then that means I probably do really like it. My husband has also acknowledged that I'm way better about this now, where I'm not buying a shirt here, a pants there, and in the moment it can be, 20 bucks, 15 bucks, 30 bucks, but as a collective, it totals to too much money. Whereas, hey, honey, I really like this dress. We're gonna sit and let that marinate. If I'm still thinking about it, then we can place an order for it. Being much more intentional about the clothes that I buy and trying to move towards more natural fibers. I really want the clothes in my closet to be things that I actually reach for and things that I love. The next one, hair and nails. It is just not in our budget right now, especially with us wanting to save for bigger ticket items like a car, which we will definitely need to get once I get pregnant with our third baby. Our 2 cars right now, definitely not big enough. And everything's just really expensive. Hair and nails are more expensive, and those are things that I did do once in a while before I had kids. Just having a family, I'd rather have the money go towards something else, like a car. Would I love to have hair and nails done? Absolutely. It's just not in our budget right now, unless we specifically plan for it and make it a treat for me. Maybe a Christmas gift or for my birthday, something like that. Also, I just wanted to say, iron sharpening iron. God has given me such wonderful women in my life, where the church that I go to now, the women really embrace natural beauty, and they are so beautiful. There's this one woman I really look up to. She has 5 kids. They live on a farm, and I saw her fingernails, dirt underneath them, literally because of her lifestyle working on the farm and being a hard worker. And her hair, like just natural hair, doesn't style it with heat, doesn't dye it. Beauty comes from loving and fearing the Lord, laying down your life for others. A lot of the women at my church, they're very natural, very minimal makeup, natural hair. I just thank the Lord for giving me that community, because I think that is what I needed amidst social media, where everything looks so polished. Their hair done, nails done, a tan, Botox. And that is not normal life. I love my church community. I'm very thankful that God has us there. Another thing that I just wanted to throw out there is that these women at my church, they will wear the same dresses on repeat, if that makes sense. For me, I was like, okay, I can't cycle through this dress again because I just wore it 2 weeks ago. Those women at my church wear it, they're wearing through the same rotation of dresses. I literally do not care. Why do I care so much about myself? No one probably notices that I wore that same dress 2 weeks ago. You don't need to have a ton of clothes. Have your good quality clothes that you love and cycle through them. I'm sure that's something that you can see a lot in my videos. I wear a lot of the same clothes, and I want to send that message out there that you don't need a ton of clothes. Let's focus on quality and not on quantity. The next one is not buying the newest, trendiest water bottle. I fell into the hydro flask water bottle trend back when, oh no, what is it called? What was that trend called? The Visco girls. I was in high school, very easily influenced, and I fell into that trap, and I got myself a hydro flask water bottle. When the trend died, I felt so embarrassed carrying my hydro flask. We can see it with the Stanley as well, that it came and went. Everybody was going crazy about it, and I would see these videos of women like standing outside waiting to go into the store to buy the new drop. All right, my camera ran out of battery, so that's why the camera might have shifted. But anyways, back to the water bottle. We've seen it with the Hydro Flask, the Stanley, now the Owala water bottle. And that's all to say that when there's a new trending water bottle, no, I'm not gonna buy it because I've been through it once. I will say though, I have the Owala water bottle, but the only reason why I have it is because my old water bottle, I had to replace it. And I went to Walmart. The next day we were going to be traveling, so I needed a water bottle ASAP. And I was going to get this certain one, but then I walked into the next aisle, saw that the Owala water bottle was cheaper than this one, which I didn't even know the brand of. So I was like, okay, let me just get the Owala water bottle. And that is the story of how I have the Owala. But when there's a new one, I'm not getting it. These water bottles, it's hard to keep on top of, and they're not the most inexpensive thing either. The next one is being very picky with our subscriptions. The reason why I wrote this one down was because we recently canceled our Amazon Prime subscription, which will also help us reduce our spending. Now we know that we can just go onto Amazon and get free shipping and get it delivered here super fast. I used to have a Fabletics subscription, Curology. My husband, he had his own subscriptions. Now being married, wanting to build up our family and save for those bigger ticket items, we've had to be very picky with what our monthly spending goes to, checking those every month. My Adobe Photoshop subscription, I noticed that the price went up, being on top of it, because we found out that somebody had been using my card. I don't know how they hacked into it, but had been using my card to pay for their subscription as well. We've had to cancel a lot of our streaming services as well, and now we only have 2 streaming services that we pay for, Canon Plus and Peacock. Okay, next one. This one's kind of funny, but I think a lot of people are starting to jump onto this train. Granola bars. They are like a toddler's favorite snack. But the thing is, the ones with clean ingredients are very expensive. The ones that are marketed as healthy and has protein, breakfast bar, they have a ton of sugar, or there's just, your average ones that doesn't have the best ingredients in there. I've also found a recipe that I really like. It has a ton of cinnamon in there, which I love cinnamon. Recently, with our grocery trips, granola bars have not made it into the cart, and with the price, with the amount of stuff in there, with the amount of sugar, I don't really find a need to buy it anymore when, I found a recipe that I do like. The last one, skincare. I have found my staples, which I absolutely love for my skin. It's a perfect skincare routine for me. It is literally my Curology cleanser and my Curology moisturizer. For those 2 items, I don't have a subscription for, I just buy it from the store. Also, imagine having to pay for a 10-step skincare routine compared to 2 steps. Along with that, I also put collagen in my drinks, and collagen helps with, I believe, the elasticity of your skin to have a more youthful look. Apart from those 3 things, that's all I do for my skin. And my husband brought up a very good point. Why do women put so many chemicals on their face? I was like, yeah, why do we do that? Anyways, thank you so much for watching and listening to my no-buy list. One day my husband and I would love to live on a big plot of land. Land is not very cheap, so we have to be good stewards of our money. And this is not to say that my husband doesn't do a good job of providing, because he does an exceptional job. Ultimately, shows how the Lord provides for us. But even in a 2-income household, I think there's sacrifices that everybody has to make. Even in terms of someone who's extremely wealthy, you have to be very picky with where you put your money to make it work for you. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Subscribe down below to stay for the journey. I like to post vlogs, homemaking, and once in a while talking videos like this. I will see you all in my next video. Bye bye.